Hi, we're going to look at some subtraction strategies. Now, the way I learned subtraction was to cross out some numbers and put little floating ones on other numbers. It didn't make much sense to me, but I still learned subtraction. So let's take a look today at what's actually happening when we cross those numbers out and put those little floating numbers. But let's also look at another strategy that might help us as well. So today we're going to look at 321 minus 166. I'm going to come over here to my ones place, and I can see that I don't have enough blue ones to take away 6 red ones. So I'm going to have to come over here to the tens place, and I'm going to have to regroup. And when we regroup, we're just taking a 10 from the tens place to the ones place and splitting it up into ones blocks. So when I drag this 10 over, it splits up into 10 ones. Now I already had 1 1. That leaves us with 11 ones, and we can come over here and look at that 1 being crossed out and 11 ones. Now, by taking one of those 10s away, I'm left with 1 10. So where I used to have 2 10s, I now have 1 10. I now have enough ones where I can take away 6 blocks. So after I subtract 11 minus 6, I have 5 blue blocks left. So let's come over here to the tens place where I have 1 blue 10 and I'm trying to take away 6 red 10s. Again, I don't have enough blocks to take those away. So I'm going to regroup the same way. This time I'm going to take a 100ths block and I'm going to split it up into 10 10s. Now having already have 1 10 and I bring 10 10s over, that now leaves us with 11 10s and 2 hundredths where I used to have 3. So now I can just start subtracting. So again, 11 minus 6. And we have 5 10s left over. And now I can subtract my hundredths. I have 2 hundredths now, where I'm subtracting 100, and that leaves us with 100 left. So that's one strategy that we can use to subtract. Now, when that doesn't work, if crossing out and putting little floating ones is too confusing, we can always try a new strategy. And we can try an open number line. When we do this number line, what we're really doing is counting how many jumps it is to get from 166 to 321. My first jump, I always try to make a nice jump to get me to a nice number. So I'm going to jump 4, and that's going to get me 170. That's a nice number to work with. Now that I'm at a nice number, let me jump 30, and that's going to get me to 200. Again, what I'm trying to do is jump with numbers that work for me. Now I'm at 100. 100, I'm going to make a big jump here. I'm going to jump 100, and that's going to get me to 300. And now I can jump 20 to get to 320. And then I only have to jump one more time to 321. I count up all of my jumps. I jumped 100, 130, 150, 154, 155. Regardless of the strategy you use, the important thing to remember is understanding what's really happening when you subtract, finding the difference between two numbers.